Oh, yes, that's right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the South Edition of Phoenix. We get together once a week to try and give some assistance, some help to each other. And it is all about collaboration. It's all about finding out what really works and being able to do this on a remote level is really mind-boggling. I mean, a few decades ago, there's no way we could do what we're doing today, all at one time. So it's just amazing how we could use the technology to still try and help each other. So get right into our education. And Eric Perron, you have words of wisdom for us, sir.
All
Go
right,
ahead.
you got it, guys. So a couple of things. So the first thing is uh, amateurs will do things like athletes or other things. They're going to do things until they get it right. Okay, so they're going to repeat actions and they're going to do things until they get things right. A professional is going to do things over and over and over until they cannot get it wrong. So think about that for a second and think about what that means. It means that repetition is good. It means that failure is good. It means that those are all a part of that road of success. And when you're trying to get to that success, I just finished another Tony Robbins event for 5 days here, the Life Mastery, and we went again on this RPM, which is, what are you looking to do? What are you looking to get? So if we're looking at business or personal, but let's take business for an example. If you have a particular goal of, I want to increase my business by 10% this year, 20% this year, you got to look at that and say, okay, well, what is that result? So the result is obviously I want to increase by 10%. What's the purpose of it? Why do you want to increase your business by 10%? Is it just because you want to look cool? Is it because you want the income? Is it because there's some other purpose? So write down the reason as to why you're actually looking to do that, and look deeply. Don't just put in, oh yeah, just because I want to do better. Write in deeply, what is it that I want to do this for? Is it so that I have extra money? But who cares if you have extra money? What matters is, what is that extra money going to do for you? Is that going to allow you to be more charitable? Is it going to allow you to put more money into your retirement account? Is it going to allow you to be able to pay better wages to your employees? What is that specific money actually going to do for you? Dive down deep and figure out what that's going to mean. Then the fun part, which is the part that I like, is the creative part. Write down everything that you think you could possibly do in order to increase your business by 10%, which is the ultimate result that you're looking for. And then just keep writing them. Doesn't matter how foolish you think the answers are. It doesn't matter how creative or out of the box those things are. Don't worry about it. So now you have your 3 columns. And now those results need to be something that you could potentially attain within 30, 60, 90 days. And then obviously on the outside, 6 months or a year. Now, what you want to do is you want to, no word of a lie, look at that on a daily basis. Get that thing in front of you on your keyboard every morning, before you look at your text messages, before you look at Facebook, before you look at your emails. Review, what is it that I'm trying to do? What are some of the actions that I could potentially take to get that result? And what you'll find is that the more you look at those things, you have not put it in a to-do list. To-do lists are really hard to tackle, because it's like, oh, I got to do this. Imagine if you said to yourself, Eric, I get to do this today. I get to call a client, not I have to call a client today. I have to write out 5 postcards or whatever it's going to be. Imagine if you say to yourself, wow, I get to do this. I get to go work out today. I get to drink this water to sustain me. I get to go to the gym today. I get to go spend 5 minutes driving to go see a client of mine and see the sun. I get to do this. Let's start removing that North American word. Oh, I got to do this. Oh, I got to get a coffee. Oh, no, forget about it. You got to start saying, what am I empowered to do today? And if you change those words, you change that to-do list a little bit, it's amazingly empowering what you can do in that particular day, week, month. And then, of course, you want to make sure you write down those results. Where have you come? Because you're going to look and say, oh, I didn't do all that much. Meanwhile, you're 6, 7, 8% further than you were a month ago. So make sure you write down, where have you been? And you'll be amazed where you are forward. So with words of wisdom, enjoy your morning, everybody. It's sunny outside. Take care.
Thanks a lot, Eric. That is so true. That's I love those words of wisdom. Thank you very much. And we want to welcome Alex Coyle for coming in today. It's Terry's visitor. So thanks very much, Terry, for inviting Alex. I hope you enjoyed today's meeting, Alex, and get that. So let's go right into our introductions. Tell everybody what you do, and let's start with Terry.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Terry Black with Rivera Living. I am the retirement living expert of the group, and my role as a community relations manager is to educate seniors, caregivers, and organizations that support both of those demographics on how to navigate retirement living. And my ask today is, who do you know who may be living with dementia? Who do you know that is a caregiver supporting their loved ones with dementia? We are hosting Dr. Andrew Frank on October 12th at the Westwood, and he is in the memory program at the Breer Research Institute, and he's going to be giving a presentation on the future of Alzheimer's disease. So I encourage you to go to our events calendar, October 12th, to get the details there, and also please share it, because a lot of people are silently suffering and they need to know that there is hope. That's Rivera Living, and where you experience more living. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much, Terry. And over to Norm.
Morning, Norm Boyer from Boyer Boys Home Maintenance Repair. We're getting a reputation of solving problems that nobody else can. I got a referral this week to repair some doors, mail slots in the door. So the customer's calling around for how to solve this problem. She gets a referral from Verdun Windows to call me. She calls Bayview Windows. They give me a referral to call me. So two people in the industry said, you got this problem. Boyer Boys will be able to solve your problem. The thing is, I have a lot of contacts, and so I know where to get stuff. I knew what this part was called. I knew where to find it, and so I'm going to be doing work for this condo in the East End. I don't generally chase stuff way out in the East End, but if you have something in your house that needs to be fixed other than a roof and foundation, so Boyer Boys Home Maintenance Repair, we kind of do it all. We fix your home. If you don't know how to do it, don't want to do it, don't have the time to do it, we'll do it.
Thanks a lot, Norm. That's awesome. And over to Tova.
Good morning. I'm driving into work. I am Tova. I am representing CIA, which is Carrasco Insurance Agency. We specialize in home, auto, and commercial vehicles, toys, ATVs, ski-doos that are becoming popular, great rates on bikes. We are here to serve and protect. And last week, I did get some people sending me their home policy for review. Please do feel free to send that over to me. I will review it and give you some feedback on that for some things that you might want to ask your current agent or broker. We are here to help you make better decisions and understand your insurance, because 90% of the population does not know what insurance they have or what they are covered for. So if you need a little help understanding, feel free to shoot that over to me. Very happy to review auto policies as well, just so you know what you have and you can be knowledgeable when your renewals come out. So that's Sheldon Carrasco Insurance Agency, better known as CIA. We are here to serve and protect.
Thanks a lot, Tova. That's awesome. Eric, over to you, sir.
Good morning, everybody. Eric Perron with Engel and Volkers. Sorry about the attire. Driving home, driving my son to school, taking it easy this morning. So I'm Eric Perron, your real estate advisor with Engel and Volkers. I help people make sense out of the market, things are ever changing right now. There's a lot of worry out there. There's recession talk, there's mortgage, there's high interest rates, there's a whole bunch of factors out there, and the market is definitely changing. We're probably entering into a period where homes are going to start taking more days on market to sell. The average right now is around 27 days on market to sell, and that's misleading in one way, because what it means is after the home has reduced its price the last time, then it's 27 days. So you're still seeing homes that are on the market for, 50, 60, 90, 110 days. But Ottawa reports 27 days, but that's only because of that last price. So we're having a difficulty right now matching a buyer with a seller in many instances between what the seller wants to sell for and where the buyer wants to sell for. So if you're on either side of that and you want to get the information correct and you want to have a proper negotiation, give me a call. Eric Perron from England Volkers, your real estate advisor, and also agent immobilier. Je parle français aussi, alors je peux parler bilingue avec n'importe qui. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thanks a lot, Eric. Jacqueline, over to you.
Good morning, everyone. And let us all take a breath and lift our shoulders, take them back, release them down. Here's your reminder to, when you're going through your home, take a look at your batteries. It's a really important thing to change your batteries. And it's a really important thing to take a look at what you have with regard to your mortgage product. Maybe you forgot that you have a 5-year term that's coming up soon. Maybe you forgot that you have a variable rate mortgage that payment has almost doubled. Maybe you've forgotten that maybe there's some debt that you need to pay out. Take a look at your financial batteries. Give me a shout when you're looking for mortgage strategies for your mortgage money. Well, you need to contact your mortgage honey.
Thank you, Jacqueline. And Tanya, over to you.
Hello, everybody. My name is Tanya Hewitt from Beyond Safety Compliance. This week, I'm at this virtual conference and I met one of my mentors, which is very exciting for me. And I remember when I first met him, probably in 1997 or something, and he talked about rules. Rules and procedures and laws and everything are great for novices because they're learning and they need to understand what to do. So if they are doing a certain task and they don't know how to do it, they defer to a rule. When, though, we become better at things, we likely are recognized as experts. And experts don't need the rules because they know how to do things. That's why they're called experts. Up until something goes wrongly. And all of a sudden, they are treated as novices again. And they're put up on trial in a courtroom and lawyers are asking them, did you follow this procedure? It's bizarre how we have set things up. We need to start changing the way that we treat a lot of our workers. And that's me from Beyond Safety Compliance. How does your work look?
Thank you, Tanya. Let me just, okay, and so many buttons, so little time. Sam, over to you, sir.
Thank you, Tony. Good morning, everyone. Sam Sturris, connectedcars.ca. There's my contact information in the chat. Well, according to Eric there, I get to work on cars. Actually, it's true. I've been enjoying working on cars since I was a teenager, many, many years ago. And when I retired, I decided that I was going to continue to work on cars, only do things like, well, dash cameras. That's why I call myself Dash Cam Sam. Also do minor repairs, oil changes, and brake jobs, and other things like stereos and, well, hey, headlight refinishing, anything I can do that doesn't require too much heavy equipment. But these days, well, I talked about oil changes last week. And another thing to make your vehicle last longer is undercoating, because in the wintertime, we have lots of salt on our roads, and that deteriorates your car on the bottom, especially the steel, and that starts to break down and rust away, and that costs thousands of dollars in repair. So get yourself undercoated every year, at least once a year, prior to winter coming in and the salt getting on your vehicle. So I don't do that kind of work, but I certainly can help you, give you a referral to do that work. Give me a call or text me. Sam Sturris, connectedcars.ca, today's mobile electronics without the cost of a new vehicle, and lots more.
Thanks a lot, Sam. Awesome. And Bernie, over to you, sir.
Thank you, Tony. Just a quick reminder, everything we're doing here is showing up in LinkedIn Live. So that link will take you there and you can put your contact details or your thought for the day. It can be Sam being dashing, or it could be a mortgage honey that's kind of working the tips and advice. Or Tanya can say, listen, are you a pro? And here's some stuff to know. Hey, that rhymed. That is totally just improv. Tova, what can I say? What do I do?
Well done. Well done.
Creative Insight Consultants. We connect businesses. So think of it like a bunch of little bubbles. You got a bubble of people around you. There's a bubble around somebody else you should know. And I come across and I become that intersecting bubble. Called a Venn diagram. One of the other methodologies to this whole process is called the Knack for Business podcast. And that is where I interview people about their business and their business journey and what they're doing and how it helps other people. So that's one piece. The other piece is the Property Wizard, which is about commercial real estate investment, and I'm a co-host on that one. Last but least is the World Referral Network. There are over 1,000 members. It's a global community, free to join. Did I say free? It's free. Now, yeah, there's a subscriber piece, but if you just want to get a message out, there's 1,000 people that have ears on. Tony, over to you.
Thanks a lot, Bernie. And over to our visitor, Alex. Alex, tell us what you do.
My name's Alex and I work at Prince of Wales Retirement Home. I am under Revera, so I work alongside Terry. I am a sales consultant here, so I help transition seniors into retirement living. Here at Prince of Wales, we do have the full continuum of care from independent living all the way to palliative care. So essentially they can age in place here at Prince of Wales. Right now, there is a big push for winter stays with the winter coming. So if you do have anyone in mind who is interested in just staying away from home during the winter months, send them our way.
Oh, that's a neat service. Wow. Okay. Thank you for that. Awesome. And hi, everybody. My name's Tony Jennis. I'm the spirit guide of the group. I'm a medium clairvoyant. And one of the things, according to Eric, I get to work on people's energy and get to work on how people are feeling. Every single body has what we call an aura. It is a force that comes from within and it comes out. And it's in that direction that aura has to be very healthy. One of the best auras are when we are babies, when we are first born on this earth, because it is so vibrant. It just came from a very, very high vibration, and it exudes that way. And over time, because of our thoughts, because of their various things, the foods we eat, the aura starts to deteriorate. And the more it deteriorates, it affects our physical health. Recently, I had a surgery done, and anytime there's anything going on with the body, whether it's a cut, whether it's a procedure of some kind, the aura also gets damaged or also cut. And so the idea there is to repair the aura as quickly as possible, so then the physical body can also heal a lot faster. Another thing about that is that if you hurt yourself and you're angry, let's say you get upset about something and your hand goes through a window because you're just upset at something, that anger is also built into the aura, and it takes even longer, twice as long to heal, because now you've got that matrix of energy in that. So we got to clear the anger, then we got to clear the aura before the physical body starts to get going. That's why there's a scar when there's anger introduced. So over the last week, I've been tuning myself, and just in the last 24 hours, major improvements in my health, like after my procedure. So it's Tony Jennis from Higher Self. We're here to raise your spirits. And every week we give one of our members of Phoenix here more of an opportunity to talk about their business, to talk about their industry, than in just 1 minute. And this week we're featuring Penny Lee, who's going to be taking us through some dance steps. Penny Lee, take it away.
Thank you. So one of the things that I was listening to all of you, and Tony, particularly you, when I first came on this morning, and you mentioned how you've been using the tuning forks to help yourself. And I think one of the things that we often forget is that we have the ability to heal ourselves. Although we may not know it, or we might forget some of the tools that we've used in the past to allow us to heal. So one of the big things that I know is super important is taking time to think. And years ago, I used to hear people say, or I would say, busy, busy, busy. I'm so busy. I don't even have time to think. And I'm sure you've heard that from other people before, and you may have even said it yourself. So one of the problems is that we don't take time out to stop and think. Like Eric had said in his education, you know, it's really important that you take time to understand why you want things, why you do things, what's important to you. And in order to change the way you do things, your habits, anything you want to change in your life, you have to first stop and think. Well, our mind is a very powerful thing, and it is directly connected to our body. Although we often think that, like you said, if you cut your hand, that's an injury that happened that's outside of you, but it's actually inside of you. You created that. And so understanding what you're thinking is impacting how your body responds. And that's a major part of being able to heal. So, number one, I am a graduate thriver. And graduate is where my journey all began about 15 years ago. And so at Graduate Thrivers, we call it Graduate Thrivers because you are bigger than it, whatever your challenge may be. So it's GRAD capital UIT. You are bigger than it. And Thriver because we continue to look for things to allow us to thrive in life versus just getting by and surviving. So I took time at our monthly strategy session called Stepping Stones for Success to use what we call our positive attitude zone talk cards, which I'm sure you're all very familiar with. And Eric actually sponsored our cards, and he helped us to reproduce them, which is awesome. So I have cards for sale. But what I want you to think about, I picked 5 questions, and I want you to think about these questions. So number 1, what is this weekend all about? Thanksgiving. So what are you thankful for? That is one of the yellow questions. Number 2, what makes someone a friend? And it's really interesting because everybody has different perspectives of that. So when you actually take time to talk to people and think about the question and listen to their answer, you can get to know people even better. That's from our purple category. What did you do for fun today? Another thing that we all often forget to incorporate in our day is fun. So making sure you take time out to have fun. That's the pink category. This is a fun one. If you could be an animal, what animal would you be? And you know what? Little kids have no problem pretending and becoming something in a moment just for fun. And so I want you to think about that one, because that one on my podcast is often a challenge for people to answer. If you could be an animal, what would you be? And finally, the question that helped me to realize that I have a passion for dancing. What makes you happy? So taking time to reflect every day is really important. But once you have the answers, then you need somebody to keep you accountable. So that's what Graduate's all about. And when I answered the question, what makes you happy? Dancing came out of my soul. I did not understand what that was about. And 6 years later, I went to a dance class called NIA, fell in love, and nobody taught that in my area. So I went away and became a fitness instructor at almost 50. I was actually 49. And not at all an athlete, but in my mind, I was able to transform my thought process. Well, as a result, over the course of time, I have healed my body in many different ways. I wasn't able to walk barefoot, and I can do that now. And I've realigned my posture, realigned my thinking, helped release my emotions, and we do all kinds of interesting things in NIA. So there's 3 different types of NIA classes. The first one's called NIA Technique, which is the classic cardio workout, which you need energy or able to increase your cardio energy in a class like that. And a lot of people had come to my class and not been able to follow through with the practice because they were trying to follow me versus listening to their own body. And in NIA, we have a constant reminder, your body's way, do what you can within your limitations. We don't believe in you need pain to have gain. That is not at all philosophy within NIA. So this past year, I decided to become or to take an additional training called Moving to Heal. It's still the same principles as NIA technique, although it's at a more reduced pace. It's really about getting all 700 muscles and all 200 bones moving in different directions so that you can move your energy in different directions. And people often say after class, it's interesting because I feel energized and relaxed at the same time. So it helps to relieve stress. It helps you to realign your bones. It helps you, your body and mind connect so that you can collaborate with your body, that you only have one body for your whole lifetime to work with. So you better collaborate with it and learn how to understand what it's saying to you. And that's what I do, is teach body literacy. So I want to point out that, you know, I get to do 3 amazing things. I get to coach people on how to change their mindset. I get to marry people as a wedding officiant. And one of the things that, one of the lines we have, or that I say at a ceremony, is a ceremony alone does not make a marriage. Only you can do that through love, patience, and understanding, tenderness and laughter, and by learning to make the important things matter while letting go of the rest. Well, isn't that interesting? Because that is the relationship you should have with your body. So I thought that was pretty appropriate. And of course, I get to teach people how to understand their body and have body literacy. So I'm going to play a video that's basically a summary of what NIA is. And my ask is I'm looking for 3 people to work with me to wrap up my Moving to Heal apprenticeship. And I'm going to be taking a new training called Move It coming up this month. So I'll have all 3 types of classes available very shortly. So let me play my video and share sound. Share. Do I do optimize for video clip? I guess so.
Yeah, and sound. Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to do this and play. Can you hear
NIA
that?
is more than just a workout.
You
Yep.
good?
It is a holistic fitness practice addressing each aspect of your life, body, mind, and soul. Combining dance, martial arts, and mindfulness, NIA conditions and strengthens your body while transforming your mind. At NIA, we believe every person can discover, explore, unleash, and enhance their individual potential to live a healthy and meaningful life by engaging their senses and listening to their bodies. NIA is based on the intelligent design of the body. Each workout combines mindfulness and dynamic movement, leaving you energized, mentally clear, and emotionally balanced. NIA workouts combine 52 simple moves with dance arts, martial arts, and healing arts to energize and enliven well-being in 60 minutes, body, mind, emotion, and spirit. NIA is non-impact, practiced barefoot, and adaptable to individual needs and abilities. NIA classes are taught by licensed NIA teachers and trainers in dozens of countries and languages all across the world. Welcome to NIA.
So I know I'm almost done with my time, but I did want to get you moving. So whoops, hang on. Where is that? Hang on a second. You gotta go find it. Where is that? Okay, hang on a second. Give me 1 sec. I'm going to share my computer audio and I'll get you moving. Hey, stop that. Computer audio, share. Okay, so we're going to do a quick video or a quick song because it is Thanksgiving. I've chosen the Grateful song. So think about what it is that you're grateful for today, and remember to focus on that on a daily basis, not just today. So we start off, of course, I got my white belt on, although I should have my green belt on because I am a green belt instructor. Arms up, hands to the heart, hands to the others, to the earth. Up. Look up, hands to the heart, offer to others, to Mother Earth. Listen to the words. Now we're going to do a little burst. Stepping to the side. You can also just sweep your foot. And one of the important things with doing Nia is warming up our 13 joints. So that's your ankle, your knees, your hips. Now standing in place, we bounce and shake, bounce and shake. We have 50 trillion cells that love to be activated, and we do this easily from shaking. Arms to the sky, hands to the heart, others, earth. Look up, look to the earth, moving your energy all around you. And we burst. So notice your hip socket, notice your wrists, your elbows hinging like your knees. Grateful for it all. Now we're going to say thank you and bow. Making turns, each foot stepping back.
Magic and spread the love so everybody can have it. Doesn't matter if I'm rich or poor.
Listen to the words.
Or if I'm all alone. Bad things happen, I can just complain and moan.
Smell the moment.
That I can be grateful for.
Lift up your hands. Open your heart big and wide. Gratitude goes out all around. Sensing your rib cage. Near and far. I'm not a singer. All that I see.
Everything I hope and everything I dream. Everything I feel and everything I be. I look deep down and feel all the blessings. Everything I am and everything I see. Everything I hope and everything I dream. Everything I feel and everything I be. I'm grateful for it all. It's amazing. Everything I am and everything I see.
So notice your shoulders are warmed up. Twist of the rib cage warms up the spine. Flexible and strong. Time to bounce and shake. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na.
Grateful for it all.
Hands to the sky.
The small things that are bliss, the gift
Hands
to
to your
realize
heart.
that everything is a gift.
That should have got your heart pumping. All right, so that's what Nia is all about. That's who I am. Whoops. I get to do all the things I love and make money at it.
Thank you very much, Penny Lee. We got a couple of minutes. Anybody have any questions? This would actually be really good in the residence, Alex. You know, get a few people together. They can all do it over Zoom or something. Anyway, that's just a side
I was just
thing.
gonna add that I've participated in a couple of Penny's classes, and they really are amazing. And I have, some knee issues, but it doesn't bother them at all. So this really is for everybody. So, and it helps heal your body.
It sure does. And that's the thing, is to remember that we have the power to do that given the right environment, right? And so just making sure that you're consistent at revisiting some of the things that you know have helped you in the past, and finding accountability. And I think for me, my big thing is it's fun, it's done to music, the words resonate with my soul and many other people's, obviously, which is why it is something that is sought after, although not well known, because there are not a lot of instructors. So it's I'm looking to have help to get the message out. So if you know people that would be interested in helping me finish my apprenticeship, I'd greatly appreciate that. And yeah, it's lots of fun. Any other questions?
Penny, when you say you need help helping you finish your apprenticeship, you mean somewhere to go teach?
Well, I need to teach additional classes, yeah, so that I
Okay.
can wrap up my apprenticeship for sure. But people
Okay.
can certainly do it on Zoom with me too. So I can either,
Okay.
either way. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. Just a clarification of what that meant. You need 3 people, not all at the same time, but like in the same room, three additional people or 3 additional classes.
Yeah, I need to do 3 classes,
3
but
classes.
I want different people than what I've been working with for additional feedback, right? So that's the thing.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So if anybody has any ideas, you can talk to Penny Lee on that. You can schedule a BAM. And Alex, just for you, so you're aware of what a BAM is, it's a business activity meeting, and it's when 2 members get together and they just talk about whether it's their business or family. It's just more or less to get to know a person, so they become, from a person that they would know to more of a friend, because we can always refer a friend, someone that I know, like there's so many people here that I've known for years, and I would have no hesitation in referring them because I know them just like a friend. And that's how I regard it. It's not a business associate. It's someone that I know they will take care of the job. If I send Eric or Norm and many others in to do work, I know it's going to be 100%, and that's where it's all beginning there. So, okay, Penny Lee, thank you very much for that. That was great to get moving again. It actually helped me when I was in that. So that was good. Timing was perfect. Who is now next week is Thanksgiving, of course, on Monday, and there's no Phoenix meeting for next week. And Alex, just as an extension of welcome, when we come back in 2 weeks, you can come not only to this group, but to the Monday and the Wednesday group as well. Terry has the same luxury. Okay, so we're extending that over to you. Okay.
Thank you very much.
No problem. No problem. The so for the week after, who is presenting?
Give me 1 sec, because I was busy.
Yep.
I was doing my prepresenation. I didn't have time to look
Yeah,
this
that's
up.
okay. It's all good. Okay, well, we'll come back to you. No stress. I don't like stress. It's all good. All right, so let's get a little bit of.
Okay, I have it here. I'm going to drop it in the chat. So the next speaker after our holiday weekend is Joanne. Joanne is up on
Joanne?
the 19th,
Okay.
The 19th, yeah.
Okay, perfect. And the week after that?
You?
Me? Oh,
yep.
Okay,
and
cool.
And then Susan McGarry after.
Okay. Thank you, Penny Lee, for keeping track of that. That's great. Okay, on pbex.ca, this is our main site. And over here, we've got, of course, all of the meetings. If you ever have a visitor that you want to come in, this is the best way to get them to connect to our meetings. All these red buttons here, visiting any of, whether it's Monday, Wednesday, or the Thursday, which is today, even our after hours group, they have the Zoom embedded inside the button so that they just have to press and they're in. No more remembering what the code was or anything. They can get in through that way. Some of the highlights of some of the events that are happening today. There's going to be We Care Focus, distracted driving class with Mike Volotsky, and he's going to be talking about the ramifications of texting and just being distracted from driving. So if you have a new driver, either in your family or you know of a neighbor or family member that had just got their license, this is a great one for them to see. It just shows what the seriousness of not paying attention to whatever it is that you're at. And it's 7 o'clock tonight. It's on Zoom. Just simply go to Mike's, there's the contact information here. There's the email there. And yeah, it's all free. So it's just a matter of going in and finding that out. The other one is on the EORC Fund Day. Now that's happening on Saturday. It's a beautiful organization where it's for the community, and anything from face painting. There are bouncy castles there. It's a day out for the kids. The basketball tournaments, and there's a whole bunch of activities going on. It starts at 11 o'clock, goes to 4. There's several big sponsors there, and I think they're still open for some sponsors. If you wanted to get your name or your business name out there, they can still do that through the there's about 1,000 people that are going to be there. So it's a great opportunity to get your exposure out there in that way. The next one is we have our women's, it's a mix and mingle. Now this is going to be at Eric's place. Eric did our education, and at his place of business on the 24th of October, we're hosting it. And if you want to register for that, just go to that particular link, and you can just register. Basically, you just put your name in and your email, and then you're in. Basically, doesn't cost anything, and it's a great way for our Phoenix members to get a hold of each other. It's so important to keep that contact strong. Women's entrepreneur meeting on the 28th. Okay, there's the link for that. And yeah, so some of our other activities with our calendar is that, okay, we got today, Penny Lee is going to be dancing, a little bit of the sample that we got today at 10 o'clock. And that's Mike's activity there this evening at 7. I'm doing my meditation class tomorrow as per usual. We are going to be talking about the human aura. There's the fun day, the Dreamers Walk. That is a one from, I believe it's David Humphreys. I believe it was Bernie, right. And he's going to be basically trying to get people to walk for this cause. All right. Every Sunday we have our own Jacqueline Richards doing her chair yoga. Thanks a lot for doing that, Jacqueline. It's a great thing to do that and be able to connect in that way. Thanksgiving, of course, is next week, and as we've mentioned, there's no meetings for next week. On the Moving to Heal for Penny Lee for next Tuesday is all the details are there for the Russell Meadows Retirement Home, and more dancing with Penny Lee as the week progresses. This is the event that Terry Black was talking about, the Alzheimer's history and all about Alzheimer's. And if you know a family member that has this, or if you have aging parents, it might be good to know what about that. I believe it's right at that location. I'm not sure if it's a Zoom thing as well, but more than likely it'll be at the location specified there. We've got let's see what other ones. I know there's one at the podcast for Carl Richards, and he's doing his podcast Jumpstart. If you are an expert in some way where you have a lot of experience doing something, maybe a podcast might be a good option for you. It's a great way to sort of showcase what you do and what you represent and the passion that you have in whatever profession it is. I know Bernie has a podcast. I've got a podcast. So does Penny Lee. And the list just goes on. So there's awesome ways that you could put your knowledge out there. Okay, and I think that's about it. We have a HeartLink wide, which is that is a women's get together on the 28th, and I think that's about it, Bernie? think we've covered pretty much everybody there. So we'll get right into our I have, but before we get into that, just so everybody knows, there our referrals so far this year, since January, 404 referrals that we've had and we've shared among ourselves. 387 BAMs, and this is one of the first times that the referrals are higher than the BAMs. Usually it's the other way around. So it just means that there's a lot of people like referring in that way. So far, shared business reported is 215,000. We're in a new month, so if you can get together some of your figures that you've spent for September, that'd be great. Just text that over to either Bernie or myself, and we'll be happy to post it once we have that. It's about 215,000 for this year, but it's over 4.5 million over the last 7 years. We record everything and can keep it. So this way we have a good way of measuring of how we're doing as a group. The e-card hits, and Alex just, is Alex still here? Oh, no, okay. Yeah, so the e-card basically has 9,500. Our goal was 10,000 taps or 10,000 hits for this year. So we're well on our way for that. And so that's good. So let's go right into our I have. How was your business activity? If you've done a BAM with somebody, if you've done a testimonial, if you've give somebody a referral, let us know. We'll mark it down. And let's start with Penny Lee, if that's okay.
You bet. So I have had a fantastic week. I actually got a referral from Mike Wolofsky to do a wedding in September for his niece. And as a result, I have now connected with his sister-in-law, and we are doing an event on October 22nd. It's a little retreat day, and so it's going to be a lot of fun out at her place, and I'm going to introduce Nia to her clients, and I'm inviting some of my clients, so it's going to be lots of fun. So that was awesome. Also, I found out this past week that I have completed 100 weddings since I have started officiating weddings. So that's a real milestone for me. And this past weekend, I did another wedding. So that's 101. And yesterday, I got another new wedding. So I have picked up my sign from Ema. Yay. Thank you very much, Ema.
You got that? Yay.
Yeah, I picked it up yesterday. So I'm going to put that up, and hopefully more weddings will flow in as a result, because it's old-fashioned marketing with a sign on my front lawn. Just my sign was all beaten up. And so this is a brand new sign that I'm hoping with my QR code will generate business for all three things that I do. And at Graduate, Liz is my business partner, and she is doing an event on Friday, every Friday at the Dome, where I teach my fitness class on Business Bookkeeping 101. So looking for people in our area that want to do that. And I also have ongoing business with Sheldon Carrasco for our spider. I have ongoing business with Susan Ebbs, her products that I love and I use and I've referred. I have ongoing business with Norm, because his wife comes to dance with me, although we're not sure where that's going, but that's okay. She might need a little break, and that's just fine. So yeah, things are going great. Thank you so much. And I'm looking to book a BAM with Carl, and I also want to book a BAM with and Ismail did my transfer of my website to a new hosting site. So that was another referral. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm good.
Hey, thanks a lot, Penny Lee. Perfect. Okay. And over to Norm. Hey, Norm, how was your week, business-wise?
Business-wise? Well, like I was mentioned before, this condo called me and wanted to solve a problem that they couldn't get anybody else in the city to solve the problem. So that's going to keep me busy, although generally I don't go to the east, chase the East End stuff because of the travel time. So it's picking up. People are doing the last minute things to get ready for winter. So that'll keep me busy for the next month or so. Then we're going to try moving indoors.
Okay, perfect. Okay, thanks a lot, Norm. Terry, over to you. How was your week?
had a great week. I had a great BAM with Bernie. Thanks again for all your info and support. I love having meetings with Bernie. He's so informative and well connected. So thank you for that. So I am open to other BAMs, and yeah, so that's about it. And I just wanted to mention Alex, she hosted our last Mix and Mingle at Prince of Wales. And so I asked Alex if she could join us, because I asked her if she would be able to replace me if I can't make a meeting. So you'll see her face around as well. So that's really great. And she might reach out to you guys just to introduce herself and, you know, her and, you know, educate you on her, her retirement home. So thanks for your support.
Okay. And Terry, again, just reiterating that just like Sam, he can go into many of the other groups. That's extended over to you guys. So if you can't make Monday or Wednesday, Alex can come. So just a thought. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Over to Eric.
Good morning, everybody. So always ongoing business with Norm, which is great. Always trying to refer him out. Really enjoy being able to have that kind of a resource. So thanks a lot. Penny Lee, your stuff is awesome. Your dancing is really, really great. I just spent 5 days doing the Life Mastery Tony Robbins event. And obviously there's a lot of dancing in it, but one of the sections that they had was about a 40-minute dance woman who does what I can see very similar to what you're doing. And the whole bouncing thing is supposed to be phenomenal for your lymph nodes as well. So it's really neat to see what you're doing, and you've got a ton to offer. And the stuff that you say is very much in keeping with what I've learned over the last 5 days as well. So good for you for doing that and having that present in Ottawa. You don't have to go to Tony Robbins or one of his coaches. You can go to Penny Lee. So there's my plug for Penny Lee. All the best, everybody. Enjoy the week.
Thanks a lot, Eric. Okay. And over to Jacqueline. Jacqueline, how was your week?
A really good week. I was an MC for an event yesterday, and it's nice to get all dressed up when they're saying, we want to ask you to accept this award. I loved what you were doing, Penny Lee. I always do. And I agree with Eric. You have so much to say, and you are an extraordinary coach on your own. And I am looking forward to my BAMs. I have a couple of them today, and have a fantastic weekend.
Okay, thanks, Jacqueline. And Tanya, over to you.
I'll just echo some of the praise for Penny Lee. This online conference that I'm going to, they hired some physical trainer who had said he had specialized in sports medicine initially in the beginning of his career, but he's transitioned to desk job workers because he realizes there's a lot of them, and B, they don't get a lot of support. And so he specializes in desk job worker stuff. So he had us doing stretches and things that I like. The number of people who said that was the highlight of the conference was like amazing. So it was, you know, it's fantastic you're doing what you're doing. So thanks very much. And as I said, like I geek out on all these conferences, and if I can go to them virtually, all the better for me. So that's kind of where I've been for a little while. So hopefully I'll get back in the swing of things of doing BAMs and things next week. Thanks.
Thanks, Tanya.
Happy Thanksgiving.
And Sam, over to you.
Thank you, Tony. First of all, Penny Lee, thanks for your presentation. Got me moving in my stiff muscles from playing pickleball, I think 5 games yesterday. So I needed the extra stretch, so thanks very much for that. Also, you mentioned being thankful. When you said that, I looked out over Lake Erie and from our cottage window here, and how grateful I am and thankful that we live in such a great country we have here. The beauty that's out there in front of me, just looking out the windows, is awe-inspiring at any time, let alone thing from Thanksgiving. So thank you very much for that. Things gone on well. Dave, our friend Dave Bellabo is back, and I ordered some steaks from him for next week. I gotta have a get together at our home. Our son and his girlfriend will be there, and our daughter and her boyfriend will be there. So we're gonna have some steaks. Hopefully, maybe the weather will be nice. Besides that, I gave 2 referrals to Mike Walowski for his We Care Focus. I had my kids take that several years ago, and I thought it was very beneficial. And I highly recommend it to anyone. And I recommend it to my sister-in-law for her son and my neighbor for their 2 sons. Sons often get into accidents. For some strange reason, guys get into accidents a lot more than ladies do. Anyway, that's it for me. Everyone have a great Thanksgiving.
Thanks a lot, Sam. Bernie, over to you.
It's been a city week. We had a mini BAM, Tony and I, just earlier this week, and one coming up next week. Tanya, so some of my cross connects are through LinkedIn and go, oh, you should talk to this person, eh? And so I'm coming across people. So sometimes it's how efficiently I can do that cross connect. It just the circumstance. It's obvious why I'm doing the cross connect to both parties, and yeah. So Tanya, so that's why I didn't do the long undiluted, ta-da. Yeah, that's about it. Podcasting away. Got one at 11. Got another session to be at 9, and on minus 1 minute. Yeah, so I'm good.
Hey, good. Thanks a lot, Bernie. And yeah, thanks a lot, Penny Lee, for that. It was great to move. And anytime that you're using movement, and we're starting to see more and more of this in the webinars like the Tony Robbins and what the event that Tanya was talking about, as we incorporating movement into whatever it is, we absorb more and we start to see value that our body is really responding. So yeah, I love what you do, Penny Lee. Just keep it up. Yeah, you're doing great. We were at the Mix and Mingle last week, or that area where we were at Terry's place. So we did that as a venue. Gave Josh a little bit of work for our computer, so he's still working on that. Ongoing business with Sheldon, and dependingly, I'm going to be chatting with my client, and she's in New York, and she'll have to sort of zoom in on one of your classes. I'm going to really try to stress that she can come in and experience that, because she's got some pain that I think you can help with. And I'm going to be working with Carl very shortly. And that's it for me. So Bernie, if you can put the quote for the day. And
absolutely.
Everybody, just really have a great time on your Thanksgiving. We're doing some stuff on Saturday. We're getting together on Monday, and just be thankful, and you get to spend time with the people that you love, because we never know what's going to happen, and we have to cherish things as they come. And when we look at the gratitude part, being thankful for everything, it's our energy is so much better. We heal faster, we are sharper, we're more alert when we are grateful. So have a great Thanksgiving, and so yeah, know that you matter. It's watch your driving. And that's our meeting for today.
Yeah, so the quote for the day is, I rarely end up where I was intending to go, but often I end up where I'm needed to be. From Douglas Adams. Penny,
Okay.
good session,
Thanks a lot, Bernie.
and I'll take